I knew that the dog would help me physically, but I had no idea that he was about to become my best friend.
What we didn't realize was that we were joining a family.
The value that these service dogs provide to people with disabilities can't be measured.
After witnessing firsthand the dramatic impact they have on the life of the graduate that goes home with them, it would just be selfish to wake up one day and decide I didn't want to do this anymore.
The joy these dogs have brought me is immeasurable.
Providing people with the ability to live the lives they want to live, able to do the things they want to do, and be the whole person that they were meant to be.
My life has been so enriched and forever changed by this organization and the vast number of selfless volunteers and heroic graduates.
One of the things in my life that I am the most proud of is being a puppy raiser.
What they do is provide the catalyst. A steady, strong, and willing assistance dog that magically changes disability to ability.
Hi, and welcome to DC DogFest 2020. We've gone virtual this year, much like a lot of things in 2020 because of the pandemic. So whether you're watching from home, from work, from a library, wherever you happen to have a screen, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us as we raise money and support for this incredible organization and their mission to provide highly trained assistance dogs to people in need. My name is Nikki Cheshire, and I'm going to be your host this afternoon, and we've got a lot of amazing things to show you. DogFest this year looks a little different than it has in the past. Well, a lot different. We started out in 2014 as a humble yet very ambitious group of volunteers and brought together people from all walks of life for one goal: to help others. Throughout the years, DogFest has grown exponentially. What started out as a small gathering in 2014 has blossomed into a group of hundreds of people coming together for a big celebration and to raise money, support, and awareness for what Canine Companions does. For the past several years, DC DogFest has found a home in Reston Town Center in Northern Virginia. Reston Town Center not only has generously given us the space to host such an incredible event, but also had a dog named after them, Resty, who's now graduated and doing very important work. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we could not have our event at Reston Town Center this year, but we know that the team behind Reston Town Center is with us in spirit still. The incredible volunteers and graduates of the DC metro area have all come together and rallied in this difficult time to put together this production. So today you'll hear testimonials from graduates. You'll see demonstrations of what these amazing dogs can do and how they really change the lives of the people who were teamed with them. We've also got contests and amazing prizes that we couldn't have put together without our sponsors and other incredible donors that we are forever grateful for. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our introductory speaker, Jacqueline Cheshire.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Cheshire, and I am a DogFest co-chairperson again this year. I wanted to tell you our family story. So we entered into the wonderful world of puppy raising in 2008 when my youngest daughter, Nikki, had seen a canine companion service dog at Girl Scout camp. And she was 8 years old and came home from camp and told me she wanted to raise a service dog puppy. She had to one-up her older sister who had trained her pet lab to be a therapy dog. Well, I had 3 young kids all going in different directions, a house full of animals, and a full-time job running a real estate development company. And I knew the last thing that I needed was to add raising a puppy to my list of responsibilities. So we tabled the idea, but she kept talking about it for years. When she got into high school and was still talking about it, we finally agreed and started researching service dog organizations with her. We were committed to raising a puppy that would one day have a job, and we wanted to find the right organization. So we asked some questions. What happened to the puppy if he didn't make it through the training? We found out we got to keep him. That was great. What happened to the puppy when he gets old and retires? We found out we got to take him back. Check. Another great opportunity. What does a person pay to receive one of these service dogs? Nothing. That was it. We were sold. But as dog lovers, at that point, we were most concerned about the well-being of the dog. We thought we were raising a puppy to do a job and help someone. That was it. What we didn't realize was that we were joining a family. Good thing we had done our research, because you wouldn't want to join the wrong family. So we applied to raise a puppy. We did our phone interview, and we were invited to an orientation at the Northeast campus in Medford, New York. Just 2 weeks after it opened, we went up there. We were so excited to get our first puppy, and we gladly made the trip up there from Northern Virginia to do our crash course in puppy raising. We left the next day with our first puppy, Hamlet, and fell madly in love. But Hamlet wasn't a typical CCI puppy. Hamlet was a very sick dog. He had multiple heart defects, Crohn's disease, and horrific allergies to everything. Hamlet was given 2 years to live, so CCI released him to our care, and he was only 10 months old at that time. We were devastated. But CCI came through for us and placed a second puppy with us in a matter of days, and Solar joined our household. Hamlet didn't know how sick he was, and he taught Solar a lot of what he had learned. And Hamlet amazed us all and lived to be 8 and helped us raise many, many more puppies. While raising Solar, I met a woman who had raised 19 puppies and told me this journey was not about the puppies at all. What? I was shocked. She said it was about the people. But at that time, I had no idea what she was talking about. I went home and wondered, what was that about? Of course it's about the puppies. It wasn't until Solar graduated and I met the woman he went to help that I realized how wrong I had been. His graduate has become one of my dearest friends, and when Solar retired and came home to me to finish his life, she became even closer to me. We shared something nobody else shared, Solar. By this time, we had successfully raised many more puppies and had them matched with graduates across the country, and added all of these graduates to our family. Finally, we really understood that this amazing journey was not about the dogs at all, but rather the people they served and bringing them into our family. People ask me all the time, how can you raise all those puppies and let them go? And I explain to them that it's not about the puppies, but about the people. Because they've not raised a puppy and had one go to work and meet their graduate, they just can't really understand. I eventually came to feel that to stop raising puppies would just seem so selfish. After witnessing firsthand the dramatic impact they have on the life of the graduate that goes home with them, it would just be selfish to wake up one day and decide I didn't want to do this anymore. So we keep raising puppies. But recently, I have come to realize that maybe being a serial puppy raiser is actually what is selfish, in a good kind of way. I now have figured out that I probably get more out of this organization than the graduate that goes home with my puppy as her working partner. My life has been so enriched and forever changed by this organization and the vast number of selfless volunteers and heroic graduates. Now my daughter and new son-in-law are raising puppies on their own, so it's cross generations. So as we celebrate DogFest today, I will think about my puppy Buckner, who is in professional training, and I'll resume working with my newest recruit, Pesto. I will bury my face in his beautiful furry coat and celebrate all of you who have joined DogFest this afternoon and enriched your life and enlarged your families too. Thank you.
Canine Companions for Independence is a nonprofit that provides highly trained assistance dogs free of charge to people with disabilities. At their national headquarters in Santa Rosa, California, the work starts before puppies are even born. They work hard to meticulously select and pair dogs for breeding. Litters are then raised in homes with volunteers. At the same time, a request for an application is submitted online. As the applicant's paperwork is being filled out and sent, the quickly growing 8-week-old pups are placed with volunteer puppy raisers where they will be cared for and learn basic socialization and obedience skills. Before applicants are accepted to receive a dog, they go through a multi-step interview process, including a phone interview, medical paperwork, and an in-person interview. Accepted applicants are put on a wait list until they are invited to a team training class to be matched with an assistance dog. When the dogs are fully grown, they leave their puppy raisers and return to Canine Companions to work with skilled professional trainers to learn advanced commands and tasks. Then comes the day when the person and dog meet for the first time. Here at Team Training, the newly matched team learn to work together and training continues until they graduate as new partners. Canine Companions will continue to follow up with the pair for the lifetime of the placement, serving as a support system for the team. Canine Companions for Independence has been providing assistance dogs to people with disabilities free of charge since 1975.
Canine Companions is an incredible organization. Not only do they provide highly trained assistance dogs, they do it all completely free of charge to the people who need them. And while you may have heard of service dogs before, you may not know all the incredible things that they can do that really help people with daily independence. Here's a look at what a service dog can do.
Good boy. Good boy. Stop. Thank you, buddy. Good boy. Door. What? Good boy. That's it. Keep coming. Good boy. Tug. Come on. Good boy. Tug. Keep coming. Good boy. Out. Shake. You. High five. Oh, good boy. Down. Roll. Roman, roll. Good boy. Stand. Speak. Speak. Good. What? Good. Got mail. Good boy. Come here. Step. Good boy. Homer, drink. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give. Thank you. Sit. Thank you, buddy. Door. Hang on. Door. Go ahead. Push. Thank you, buddy. Push. Good boy. Here. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Come here. Come on. Step. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are.
Hi, my name is Kat Kemmerling, and this is my service dog, Akina. I'm here to tell you how Akina has made a difference in my life and why Canine Companions for Independence is worthy of your generous support during DogFest. When people think of those of us living with disabilities, they often think of the disability first and the person second. They forget that we are more than our disabilities. We are people who have hopes, dreams, and goals in life. We want to be as independent as possible and live our lives just like any other person. In May 2018, Akina and I were paired together by Canine Companions for Independence, and he's been by my side every day since. I'd like to show you some of the things I'm able to do because of him. We live on a small working farm in West Virginia. Because of Akina, I'm able to feed the chickens. I'm able to watch over the baby chicks. I'm able to check on the pigs and take care of the gardening. Because of Akina, I'm also able to cook my favorite meal, spaghetti. Because of Akina, I am able to have a full-time job that I love. Whether I'm working in my cubicle or teaching a room full of students with Akina as my faithful demonstrator, even when he appears to be sleeping, Akina is still on the job, waiting to hear his name. It doesn't take much for him to perk up and listen for what I need. It usually involves dropped keys, pens, or paper. Because of Akina, I am able to navigate steps, get in and out of my house, and go to other places by myself without having to search for a ramp or elevator. Because of Akina, I am able to get the mail at the bottom of our steep driveway. Although he likes to pretend he's a small lap dog when he's off duty, when he's on duty, he takes his job very seriously. He is able to wedge himself into small spaces so that I am able to travel on planes, trains, and buses to get where we need to go. Because of Akina, I was able to visit my best friend of 54 years in Minnesota. Because of Akina, I was able to have dinner with my aunt in Wisconsin. Because of Akina, I was able to visit the Los Angeles Arboretum. Because of Akina, I was able to attend a ceremony where my husband received an award. Because of Akina, we've been able to go places where there are no ramps or elevators, like a nearby lake, a waterfall in Minnesota, the Atlantic Ocean on a Long Island, and a mountain in San Diego. Each time, Akina has given me the help I needed to be able to succeed. Over the last few years of her life, my mom spent a lot of time in the hospital. Because of Akina, I was able to visit her, and we were able to cheer her up. When she passed away, because of Akina, I was able to take her ashes back to the shores of Lake Superior and lie in the warm sand to remember her. Now, because of Akina, I am able to go back to school and am pursuing a doctoral degree in leadership psychology, and I'm on track to graduate in May 2022. Don't tell my professors, but Akina helps me study. So as you can see, yes, CCI is in the business of training dogs, but their mission is so much more than that. Canine Companions for Independence is really in the business of helping people to become as able as they can possibly be. What they do is provide the catalyst, a steady, strong, and willing assistance dog that magically changes disability to ability. Providing people with the ability to live the lives they want to live, able to do the things they want to do, and be the whole person that they were meant to be, all because of an assistance dog like Akina. As Akina enables me It's volunteers like the Cheshire family who raised Akina, and people like you who provide generous financial support, which enables Canine Companions for Independence to continue to provide these miraculous assistance dogs at no charge. Akina and I both thank you for enabling Canine Companions for Independence to continue its important work.
Another kind of dog that Canine Companions offers is hearing dogs. Now, these dogs are specially bred and trained to alert people to key sounds, from the fire alarm to the doorbell to their phone ringing, by making physical contact. They'll bump you with their nose to get your attention, and then they'll lead you to the sound. Here's a look at one of our graduate teams.
Oh, thank you. Hello? One.
Nothing. 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 Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, yes. Hi.
Hey, this is
Door. What? What? Yes, good girl. Good girl. Oh, thank you. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yes, what? What? Oh. What? Yes, good girl. Good girl.
We're still raising money for this incredible organization, even right now. If you click the link in the description of this video below, or I put it right at the bottom of your screen right there, please consider donating to this incredible organization.
My name is Nancy Legassi. My journey with Canine Companions for Independence began when I was matched with my first service dog, Arkin. I knew that the dog would help me physically, but I had no idea that he was about to become my best friend. He was soothing and loving when I was sad or feeling anxious, and he was joyful when I was happy or just feeling silly. He took his job very seriously and helped me every minute of every single day. He eventually came to sense what I needed before I even asked for it. Our time together flew by very quickly, and unfortunately, he retired pretty early for a service dog. I immediately applied to Canine Companions for a successor dog. I had voluntarily decided to hand him off to his puppy raiser, who lived in Massachusetts. I live independently and knew that I couldn't take care of two dogs. I also understood that leaving him home when I took the service dog out would be very hard on him, as well as giving the successor dog commands and watching Arkin struggle to help me out. It was really the hardest thing that I've ever done. But I loved Arkin enough to want him to have a happy retirement, so I let him go. 9 months went by pretty quickly, and I got a call from New York telling me that I was being invited to team training. Immediately, horrible thoughts started entering my mind. Could I really love another dog? Did I feel guilty replacing Arkin? Maybe I didn't even really want another dog. Enter Ryder, who was my gentle giant. I asked Lauren, who trained Ryder, and also happened to train Arkin, why they were matching me with this new dog. She said, "You'll find out." He wanted to bond with me immediately and did everything he could think of to wiggle his way into my heart. It took me time to bond with a new dog, but eventually I became so in love with him. I'm head over heels for him. I swear this dog has ESP. No matter what I need or want, he's there for me. He's got a very silly side that serious Mr. Arkin did not have. He adapts to whatever I need, whether it's walking with my cane or trying to take a few steps without it, allowing me to use him as a touch point. He knows how to work with the scooter, a wheelchair, a walker, and my scooter. If I live long enough to need another successor dog, which I hope I do, I will take a lesson from Arkin and Ryder. It is very, very possible to fall in love with another dog again. Thank you.
Skilled companions are another kind of service dog that Canine Companions offers, and these dogs are trained to work with an adult or child with a disability under the care of a facilitator. Here's a look at what Skilled Companions can do.
Hi, my name is Greta Byer. I'm 12 years old and I live in New York City. In February of 2019, I graduated with my Skilled Companion dog, Midas III. I'm so thankful to have Midas and be part of the Canine Companions community. I had such a great experience at team training, and in addition to being paired with the best dog ever, I made some really great friends. I remember being very excited to meet Midas's puppy raisers, Kathy and Chris McAfee. They raised Midas in Virginia, and we are thankful to stay connected with them since graduation. As a person with a disability, having a dog to help me be more independent is an amazing thing. Some of the most important things that Midas does for me is picking up things that I drop, especially my phone, opening doors, and just being the best love bug that he is. We really are the perfect team. I'm especially thankful to have Midas right now, being stuck inside for many months in quarantine. We attended our first DogFest in 2019. Even though we live in New York City, we decided to go to the DogFest in DC so we could see Midas's puppy raisers and reconnect with our friends from team training. My friends from team training also live in Virginia, and they have Skilled Companion dogs, Novak and Totem. The day before DogFest last year, we went to see Midas's puppy raisers for lunch. He was so excited to see them. This made me so happy. At DogFest, we had an amazing time hanging out with Midas's raisers and my team training friends, Maddie and Josh. We also loved meeting so many other people and CCI dogs. We were hoping to make an annual tradition of going down to DC every year for DogFest, but obviously that won't be possible this year. We look forward to safer and healthier days and getting to see everyone in 2021. Thank you to CCI and our puppy raisers for giving me more independence and my little best friend.
Hello, my name is Jason Avastin, and this is my dog Banks. Banks is my service dog. Thank you, Canine Companions, for giving me this wonderful dog. And a special shout out to Betsy. What does Banks do for me? Banks helps me walk. When I say he helps me walk, I don't mean he helps me walk like a couple feet. I mean like when I'm walking, he helps me walk longer distances. Before I had Banks, I used to stop walking, either get picked up or if we're golfing, go on a golf cart. But now, I have Banks, who cheers me up, and these are pictures of him as a puppy.
Nice.
Don't you think he's the cutest puppy?
What have you and Banks done together?
Me and Banks went to New York. I was on a Broadway play, A Christmas Carol. You can check it out. I'm sorry Banks isn't in the camera anymore, but this is a picture of him on the golf course as a puppy.
And what would you like to say to the organization, CCI?
Thank you for giving me this wonderful dog.
Get it, tuck it. Tuck. Good boy, drop. Yay! Now how about closing it, Maddie? Woohoo! Whoop whoop! Okay. Good boy. Get your dish. Go to Maddie. Okay, come here for your food. There's his bag of food. Thank you. Good boy. Go to Maddie for the bag. Okay, go to Maddie for the bag. That's it. Go get it. And here comes the bag. Good boy.
Canine Companions also understands the growing need for assistance dogs for veterans with a variety of needs. But who better to tell you about that than one of our local teams?
Hi, I'm Gavin White, and I'm the graduate recipient of Stuart, my service dog from Canine Companions for Independence. In 2013, while serving in the Army in Afghanistan, I was leading a route clearance patrol when I stepped on an IED. This resulted in losing my right leg and the back of my left leg. Because of these injuries, I can't walk without the use of a set of prosthetics, and I can't get around my house very easily without the use of my wheelchair. I applied for a service dog with CCI and was happy to hear that I had been accepted into a class, and I received Stuart on graduation day, the same day as my wedding, in May of 2015. During this global pandemic, having Stuart has been extremely helpful because I have a 10-month-old daughter whom I have to take care of since daycares are closed and my wife has to work from home. Since I use my wheelchair around the house, I have to put my daughter on my lap, and it's wonderful to have Stuart carry certain items or retrieve things for me while I take care of my baby. The value that these service dogs provide to people with disabilities can't be measured, and I'm extremely grateful to CCI for bringing Stuart into my life and the life of my family.
It's not too late to donate. We're still taking donations right now, even during this video. Just click on the link in the description below. It's right there for you, or I've put it at the bottom of your screen so that you could type it in somewhere else, like on your phone if you're watching on your computer and you don't want to leave the video. I don't blame you. We got some great stuff coming up. We are still taking donations through the end of October, but if you donate before October 4th, you're eligible for some incredible incentive prizes. But assistance dogs aren't trained overnight. Canine Companions for Independence relies on a massive network of dedicated volunteer puppy raisers all across the country that help take these little rascally 8-week-old puppies and lay the groundwork to help them eventually become the highly trained assistance dogs that they need to be to change a life. Now, those puppy raisers teach a variety of commands. They take the puppies places to get socialized, and they give them lots of love along the way. So here's a look at a day in the life of one of our puppies in training, Yokin.
This is no ordinary puppy. He's a Canine Companions for Independence assistance dog in the making. Born, raised, and trained to rise to any challenge. Partnered to give independence to a child, adult, or veteran with a disability, entirely free of charge. Learn how you can give independence and give a dog a job at cci.org.
Hi there. Thank you for joining us at Virtual DogFest. My name is Colleen Roberts and I've been a volunteer puppy raiser for Canine Companions for Independence for the last 15 years. Here by my side is Naylor the Second. I'm currently co-raising him and he's getting ready next month to head back up to the Northeast region to matriculate and take the next step towards his training as a service dog. He's 18 months old. Puppy raising has been a natural fit for me. I have loved dogs and horses since my earliest memories, and I dreamt about them every night as a young girl. I knew I would go to college and become a horse trainer and wanted to play with dogs for the rest of my life, and my path really never veered. I was not raised in an animal household, and I begged relentlessly for years for a dog. As an independent adult, I made up for it though. I found CCI, an organization where I could become a serial puppy raiser. I also was very lucky to meet the man of my dreams, who is my match in every way when it comes to the love of our dogs. I cannot think of a better way to give back to society than sharing the upbringing of these incredibly bred dogs with other people. When I began raising, I really had no idea the effect this organization would have on my life. And I don't just mean the licks, the wags, the love, the daily smiles that result from having a puppy. What I do mean is the friendships, the family who have become involved with me in this mission, fellow raisers, my nieces, friends who donate money specifically for puppy toys, my vet sponsorships, food sponsorships, the list really goes on and on. Easter Sunday this year, I lost my CCI change of career dog. She was 11 and she died suddenly from a prolonged seizure. Her name was Hallie, and she was really simply the greatest dog in the world. She helped me raise 9 puppies in her lifetime. I was in shock and devastated and frankly still struggling. But I did have an epiphany a few weeks later. For a nanosecond, I had seriously considered getting my own lab puppy, one that I would raise as my own from day one. But honestly, these thoughts didn't really last very long, because I realized I wouldn't be sharing the experience with my dog family in sort of quite the same way. My last 2 dogs that I co-raised simultaneously, I realized that we had this incredible bond. We had 3 people raising 2 dogs, and our team quickly expanded to swaps with other raisers, all of these text threads that filled up my phone, and wonderful friendships, sharing stories of our truly beloved furry friends. The joy these dogs have brought me is immeasurable, and I couldn't possibly count the laughs and the daily smiles over the years. And then, when they graduate, forget it. The pride and the excitement that I feel is difficult to explain to the stranger that asks me how I can give them up. I have led a very privileged life, and I have often been in the right place at the right time. I can tell you, with all of my being though, that one of the things in my life that I am the most proud of is being a puppy raiser. And if you're on the fence about becoming involved with CCI in any way, but specifically as a puppy raiser, I really hope you'll consider joining our family. Stay healthy and well. Reese!
Now don't forget, we are still taking donations right now. We have the link in the video description below that you can click on. I've also put it at the bottom of your screen for you. It'll take you right to the page to donate and help give the gift of independence. Now you have until October 4th to donate and still get some incredible prizes for donating. Past that, we are still taking donations until the end of October. So please don't hesitate. Donate right now to be eligible for these prizes. Click on the link in the video description below. And while we can't have vendors in person at an event, we have a virtual marketplace for you instead. If you go to the link in the description below this video, you can check out some more of our incredible sponsors. We want to extend a huge thank you for them for helping support our mission. And you can check out their virtual marketplace through October 4th. We also want to thank KendraScott.com. If you use the code GIVEBACK9380 right now, 20% of all proceeds from purchases that you make on that website using the code will directly benefit DC DogFest.
Hi, I'm Laura Numeroff, and I'm the author of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. Each year, Canine Companions for Independence, a nonprofit organization, raises money to support its mission to provide service dogs to children, adults, and veterans with all kinds of disabilities, free of charge. I was honored to be at DogFest, LA and Orange County last year. I had so much fun, and so did all the pups. But due to COVID, this year, DogFests are going to be a little bit different. I'm really excited to read Raising a Hero, a book I wrote about a little boy named Sam raising a puppy named Max to become a service dog, just like the ones that Canine Companion does. I'm donating $2 for each book to DogFest. Just go to raiseahero.org and you can order your signed copy and make a donation to DogFest. I would absolutely love it if you could send photos of you and your pups to the comments below section. Don't forget, hit the share button so we can raise more money.
It's Kellyanne, and this is what I mean. Seriously, silly. force. It's yeah. It's you can't get it. It's a kid.
Canine companions dogs learn incredible things, and there's a lot of training that goes into that. Volunteer puppy raisers lay the groundwork with dozens of commands that eventually these dogs will use in advanced training to learn how to turn on lights, open doors, and more. But that doesn't mean we can't have some fun with their training. One of the things that we do is called the Egg Challenge. Now these dogs, especially the service dogs and the skilled companions, will often retrieve things that are dropped for their person. This can be something as small as a penny or a credit card, to your car keys, to your cane, or their leash. In order to do that, they've got to have a very soft jaw and be able to hold things without breaking them. So we test that with something called the Egg Challenge. You give your dog an egg, an uncooked egg, and see if they'll hold it without breaking it. We put some of our local dogs to the test. Let's see how they did. Good girl, Give. Yay! Now, when a canine companions dog doesn't make it through the program, there could be a variety of reasons that they're not well suited to be a service dog. They often go on to do other things. Canine companions will see if they're a match to do some other kind of work outside of their expertise. But sometimes these dogs just aren't cut out for the program, and that's okay. So when they get released from the program, they become our pets, and they have to find a new path in life. So here's a look at what some of our local change of career dogs are exploring while they find themselves. But while the change of career dogs you saw may have it all figured out, it takes a little longer for some others to find their true calling in life. And what DogFest would be complete without some incredible contests? We've got some cool tricks we want to show you and some fun costumes. You can still vote right now. I'm going to show you the entries, but then you can vote after the video on our Facebook event page. We put up some of the photos and videos that you can see, and you can cast your vote by clicking like or leaving something in the comments. We will tally all the votes, and winners will be announced September 27th at noon. The winner of these contests will receive one of these incredible gift baskets packed full of goodies for your dog. There's treats, there's toys, there's chew bones, and even a daily dally bed. But wait, there's also jewelry from Kendra Scott, shirts, and gift cards from Ben & Jerry's. So a little bit of treats for the humans too. There's roughwear gear, books, brushes, hats, so much more. I cannot thank the people enough who've donated everything to go into these baskets. Now let's take a look at the videos and you can cast your vote.
Good girl, spin. Good girl, speak. Good girl, speak.
If you're a good boy and you know it, give a speak. If you're a good boy and you know it, give a speak. If you're a good boy and you know it and you really want to show it. If you're a good boy and you know it, give a speak. Yay, buddy!
So while those contests are still going on and you can cast your vote after this video, we have another prize that actually we'd like to award right now. One of our incredible volunteers made this beautiful Canine Companions themed quilt. Thousands of people entered to win it, and now we're gonna find out who did.
Hi there, welcome to DogFest. I hope you're having a good time watching our show. I'm Heidi, this is Auckland, and this is Laval. And our job today is to reveal the winner of the quilt raffle. So we have two quilts this year, this extra large one in our patriotic theme we decided to go with, and then a second quilt, so there'll be two winners. we couldn't be more excited to be doing this today, and I'm going to let my furry friends help me pick the winner. So as you can see, we chose the patriotic theme this year. We want to honor our veterans in particular and the great strides that our Long Island campus has made towards the program for PTSD and veterans. So we're pretty excited about this. We've sold lots of tickets, over 1,000, probably 1,300 tickets. Made a good bit of money, and we're hoping to reach our goal for DC DogFest. All right, so I'm going to give this a little bit more of a toss, and I'm going to ask the dogs to give it a little bit of a spin. Okay, Auckland, stand. Good boy. Push. Good boy. Push. Whoa, roll, push. Good boy. All right. All right. So the moment you've all been waiting for, I've been waiting for. I'm excited. Okay, so this is for the big quilt. The big winner is right now. It's going to be right now. Laval's excited too. Deborah, push! Whoa! Rocking out! Yay, Deb Push! Congratulations! You've won this quilt. That is incredible. Okay, so I'm going to put this ticket in my pocket, and I'm going to go ahead and give it another spin, because this is fun. Okay, Auckland, come back here. Good boy. Let's see, don't want to lose them all. Okay, Auckland, let's go. Give it another push. Good boy, Laval. Good boy. Yes, you guys are good boys. Yes. Okay, here we go. Number 2. All right, who's going to take home this glorious little lap quilt? Perfect for you and a puppy on your lap. All right, so they're all mixed. I'm going in. I'm going in. I've got one ticket in my hand. Michelle Kelsey. Michelle Kelsey, congratulations. You've won that second quilt. Way to go. Yay, puppies. Whoops. Come on out of there. Yay. All right, everybody. Say goodbye. Auckland, side. Good boy. Sit. Oh, it's just such good boys. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations, Deborah and Michelle, for winning those beautiful quilts. Now I just want to take a moment and give recognition to our top teams and top participants who've raised the most money this year for DogFest. I want to recognize the top 5 teams who've raised the most money for DogFest altogether. The first team is Muttley Crew, who's raised at least $11,000. Second place goes to Rudy's Friends. Third, Team Naylor. Fourth, Lions Love CCI. And fifth, Tiny Girls. Now for our top participants. Deborah and Stephen Push have raised an incredible $14,350. They're followed by Jacqueline Cheshire, Ann Davis, Heidi Cummings, and Colleen Roberts. Thank you again. We could not do this without you. We also want to thank our generous sponsors. And really, we want to thank you for tuning in and watching and making Virtual DogFest a success this year. Now don't forget, you still have time to donate. You can click the link in the video description below, and also invite your friends and family and coworkers and anyone else you can think of to donate to this amazing cause. You have until October 4th for those prize incentives and until October 31st to really make a difference this year. So once again, from all of us at Canine Companions for Independence, thank you.